Hello my champ and welcome back. I am your shield. Today again we are back with Whiteout survival. Today again we are back with some important topic, Icefire League. And I will tell you some updated formation, some new formation. In my previous video I told you some formation. I tried them, they were very good. I also try some new formation from my other account and I find some new formation also working very good. I will share them in today's video. So let's jump in our video. Alright guys, these are the formation I am telling you today. And I am mainly telling you from Gen 4. And today I add the Gen 13. In my last video there was no Gen 13, but today I add the Gen 13. And this yellow color suggestion, they are the old suggestion. And the grey color, they are the new added. Okay. So I'm starting from Gen 4 and I'm telling one by one. In the Gen 4, in my last video I told you Flint, Molly, Greg with the 60-40-0. Because you know Greg can work very good with the 60-40-0. Even Alonso can also work with the 60-40-0. You can use Greg or Alonso, whatever you have. Now I find out Molly actually working good with the 49-49. Okay. Now it is very difficult to tell which is better, Flint, Molly, Greg 60-40-0 or 49-49. But I played some battle and I see 49-49 with the Molly is really very good. And I can tell you, Molly work exactly same like Mia. Mia work with the 49-49 or you can say 50-0-50. Why it happened? Because Mia have some damage skill. That damage skill work for infantry and marksman both. But Mia can also work in the late gen. We reduce the lancer number. Mia herself have the low stat for the lancer. So we reduce the lancer number to 0% to 1% or 2%. But we increase the infantry number and the marksman number. That's why we can use 50-0-50 or 49-49 with the Mia. Now Molly can do something pretty much same. Molly also have some damage skill. I mean Molly, Mia, they are almost same. Only difference, Molly have the defense widget, Mia have the rally widget. If you check the first skill of the Molly, that is the damage taken down, that is some defensive skill. But second skill, damage up 50% for all troop, that can work for the infantry and the marksman. And the third skill that can also work for all troop, that means the 25% damage up can work for the infantry and the marksman. So Molly can also work with the 49-49 and I checked it was working very good last time. Our second team is same, we did not make any change on the second team, Logan, Mia, Lin with the 49-49. And the third team, in my last video I said Sergey Philly Zinman with the 50-20-30. I tried the Sergey Philly Alonso with the 60-40-0, that was working good. Okay, I cannot say it is better because I did not compare them. Okay, like the first one, this one I tried. Sergey Philly Zinman 50-20-30, I tried this almost 2 seasons ago. And Sergey Philly Alonso 60-40-0 I tried the last season. So Alonso 60-40 was actually working good. So if you want, you can use the new formation what I am telling today. Okay, so these are some changes. The yellow color, these are the old suggestion. Grey color is the new suggestion. Now we are going to Gen 5. Gen 5 I make only one change. I put the Molly here. The first formation same, there is no change. Flint, Nora, Greg 60-40-0. If you want in place of Greg, you can put the Alonso, Hector, Mia, Gwen 49-49. Actually Hector, Mia, Gwen is very powerful combo. Hector can boost the marksman, Hector boost infantry marksman both. And Mia is very good with the 50-0-50. And Gwen can increase our marksman damage. So this formation actually worked very good. I made a slight change. Last time I said Logan, Philly, Lane 50-20-30. This time I am telling put the Molly with the 49-49. Okay, 49-49 with the Molly really work very good. And these formations are good for the free to play type player because you don't need to use the gear on the Molly. Like when you are using the Mia, you don't need to use the gear on the Mia. Or similarly, when you are using the Greg, you don't need to use the gear on the Greg. Okay. I have also other suggestion for the pay to win type player. Pay to win can use exactly this one. Okay. It is the best suggestion for the pay to win type player who are spending lot of money. Like the best, second best, third best with the 50, 20, 30. Okay, this is for pay to win type player. And you need lot of gear for this. Every hero need 4 gear. So you need lot of gear for this. But if you are using this particular formation, this type, then in the 60-40-0, marksman don't need the gear. In the 49-49, lancer don't need the gear. Okay, you are saving the gear as a free to play type player. Okay, so this is the change. Molly with 49-49. Now in the Gen 6. Gen 6, I put the option of Alonso. Last time I said Greg with the 60-40-0. But I tried the Alonso with the 60-40-0. Alonso actually working good with the 60-40-0. So if you want, you can put the Alonso here. Second formation, no change. Hector, Mia, Gwen, always same. And again the last formation, I put the Molly with the 49-49. In my last video, I said Nora with the 50-20-30. Now I'm telling Molly with 49-49. Now it is really difficult to say between this Nora and Molly which is working better, but I see this myself. Molly with 49-49 making some really good damage. Okay, so if you want, you can use the Molly with 49-49. Next we are going to Gen 7. I also make some changes on the Gen 7 and it is my theory, I did not make it practical. In my last video I said use the Bradley with 60-40. You know Rene work very good with the 60-40. Rene 60-40 very good combo. Bradley can also work with the 60-40. That's why I said Edith, Rene, Bradley with the 60-40-0. But the second team was becoming weak. Hector, Mia, Gwen with the 49-49 was becoming weak. So what I have done, in this place I put the Alonso or the Greg. You can use the Alonso or the Greg with the 60-40 formation. And I put the Bradley on the second team. In my last video, Bradley was in the first team. But today I'm telling put the Bradley on the second team. That can be better. Because Bradley can also work with the 49-49. So Bradley will be good in this second team. And first team, Alonso, Greg can work with the 60-40. Okay. I mean Bradley can work with the 60-40. Alonso, Greg can also work with the 60-40. Okay. So there should be no problem. But the second team was becoming weak with the Gwen. That's why I put the Bradley on the second team. And one more changes I am telling. I see Molly working good with the 49-49. So if you want, in place of Nora, you can use the Molly with 49-49. Okay. Now in the Gen 8. Gen 8 I make only one change. Edith, Molly, Owen with 49-49. By the way, in the previous gen we saw the Bradley on the second team. Now I am putting back the Bradley on the first team. Why? Because we are getting Hendrik here. This guide is mainly for the free to play type player. And I say if you are free to play, you should get the Hendrik. So Gen 8 get the Hendrik. If you don't have the Hendrik, then that will be a problem. Then if you don't have the Hendrik, you can use the Gen 7 formation on the Gen 8. But if you have the Hendrik, then use the Hendrik on the second team with the Mia 49-49 and use the Bradley on the first team with the 60-40-0. And the third team I make some changes. I told you I put the Molly with 49-49. Okay, this is for Gen 8. Now on the Gen 9. Gen 9, this part is same again. No big change. In place of Rene, I put the Fred. Fred coming in the Gen 9, that is the Lucky Wheel hero. You should not miss the Lucky Wheel, so get the Fred. Bradley work with the 60-40 and Mia Hendrik can work with the 49-49. By the way, Hector is still here. As a free to play, we don't have other option. Okay, we are free to play, so we have to use the Hector. No other change. And this one I say again, Molly with 49-49. It is my theory. I tried the Molly with 49-49 in the Gen 4 and Gen 5. Also Gen 6. But that time it was working good, so I guess it can also work in late gen. Okay, because think yourself, we are using 2% Lancer. Very low number. You can make it 1% or 0%, but I want 2%. So Molly skill can boost our infantry and the marksman. It has like damage up type skill. So that will work with the 49% infantry, 49% marksman. Molly herself have very low stat on the Lancer. That's why only 2% Lancer. Okay. So that is the changes I am doing mainly this time. Molly with 49 to 49. That is the Gen 9. Now Gen 10, I put the Bradley here. Bradley, Fred, 60-40. Mia, Blanchett, 49 to 49. Blanchett can boost our marksman damage. So we have 49% marksman that can be good with the Blanchett. Plus Mia can boost our marksman damage with the 49 to 49. And here I put again Molly with 49 to 49. Okay. In place of Rene, I put the Molly. In my last video, I said Rene. Today I'm telling use the Molly with 49 to 49. Now we are going to Gen 11. Gen 11, I make slightly change. Gen 11, we get the Rufus. That can work very good with the 50-0-50 or 49 to 49. So I put the Rufus on my second team. Bradley still work on the first team with the 60-40-0. And third team, I had Gatoth Rene Blanchett with the 50-20-30. I make some changes. I put the Gatoth Molly Blanchett with the 49 to 49. Okay. I am just putting Molly with the 49 to 49 because it worked very good in the starting. So I guess it can also work in the late gen. That is the Gen 11 and Gen 12. Gen 12 I did not put the Molly because I'm not sure what will happen there. Okay, you can try the Molly in the Gen 12. I hope it can work because Mia is still working. If Mia can work, I hope Molly can also work. So Gen 12, Eleonora, Carol, Bradley, 60-40-0. Hector, Mia, Rufus with the 49 to 49. And Gatoth, Fred, Blanchett with the 50-20-30. In place of Fred, you can put the Molly with the 49 to 49 if you want. And this is new in this video, Gen 13. Gen 13 not a big change. I just put the Valkanas at this place. I don't want to change the Bradley because Bradley is good with the 60-40. Carol can work with the 60-40. And Rufus Mia already very good with the 49 to 49. No need to change. We have some hero in the Gen 13 but I don't know if we should get them. I'm putting only Valkanas. So Gatoth Fred Valkanas with the 50-20-30. Or if you want in place of Molly, you can use the 49 to 49. Okay. In place of Fred, use Molly with 49 to 49. Here is the Valkanas from Gen 13. This is the new update I have done this time. I made slightly changes than last time. And I believe it is better than last time. Okay, last time, especially Gen 7 had some problem. Because Bradley is good with the 60-40. But Gwen was not very good with the 49 to 49 in the Gen 7. So I put the Bradley on the second team that can work with the 49 to 49. And in the 60-40 formation, I put the Alonso or the Greg. Now, if you are free to play, I hope you have either Alonso or Greg, not both of them. Put that what you have, okay. It is mainly for the free to play type player. And if you are pay to win, I have only one suggestion. Use this. Okay, it is for pay to win type player who are spending lot of money. If you are low spender type player, you can still follow this path. But if you are a big level spender, you should follow this one. Only 50-20-30 with your like all the best hero with the best gear. Okay. I make the video from Gen 4 to Gen 13. And I hope Molly can work for you guys also. I tried myself. The Molly was working very good. So you guys can also use the Molly. I want to say Molly and Mia come in the same category. Mia can work for a long time with the 49 to 49 because of the damage type skill. And low Lancer stat. That means we are using less number of Lancer. Same with the Molly. Molly boost our damage for all troop. And Molly herself have low Lancer stats. So we use less number of Lancer. And one more thing I want to tell. Drag strategy still working. Okay. Now what is drag strategy? You have to check my previous videos. I will keep the link. or you can go to my channel playlist. You can see the playlist of Icefire League. Okay, you can check there the drag strategy. In the drag strategy, strongest team on the number 2, medium team on the number 3, weakest team on the number 1. Now, enemy can use the counter drag, they can defeat us. But I think very less people know about this drag strategy. Last time I played so many matches, I don't see any opponent have the drag strategy. But I hope after some month it will be very common, so enemy can use the counter drag. But still now there is no counter drag, nobody have any idea what is the drag strategy, so you can still use it. And how to use the drag strategy, check my previous videos. Okay, so this is some formation update I told you in today's video. If you want to add something new idea, you can tell me in the comment. If you have any question, you can also ask me in the comment. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.